Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Miss Dina English. I'm Dina, and I'm so happy you decided to spend a little time with us today.
And I'm Tom. Whether you're listening at home, on your way to work, in the car, or while taking a walk, thank you for joining us.
We know that many of you listen to improve your English, little by little, every day, and we hope this conversation helps you feel more confident.
Today we have a topic that is simple, practical, and useful because it is something people talk about almost every day.
We are going to learn how to talk about your day in English using natural conversations that are clear enough for B1 and B2 learners.
You will hear useful expressions, common vocabulary, and realistic examples that you can use in your own conversations.
Don't worry if you don't understand every single word. Just relax, listen carefully, and enjoy the conversation.
Every episode is another chance to improve your listening skills and become more comfortable with natural English.
Before we begin, we have a simple question for you to think about while you listen.
What was the most interesting part of your day today?
Maybe it happened at school, at work, at home, or somewhere completely unexpected.
Keep that answer in your mind because later you may discover new ways to describe it in English.
Talking about your day may sound easy, but many English learners suddenly forget words when someone asks, "How was your day?"
Yes, they often answer with only one or two words like good, fine, or busy.
Those answers are correct, but they usually don't continue the conversation.
Native speakers often give a little more information, even if nothing exciting happened.
For example, instead of saying, "My day was good," you could say, "My day was good. I finished my work early and had time to relax."
That extra sentence makes your conversation sound much more natural.
Tom, if someone asked you how your day was today, what would you say?
I would probably say, it was a productive day. I had several things to do, but everything went smoothly.
That already sounds much more interesting than simply saying good.
Exactly. Small details help people imagine your day.
My answer might be, "It was a quiet day. I spent most of my time preparing lessons and answering emails."
See, now I can ask more questions because you gave me something to talk about.
That is one secret of good conversations. Give people a little information they can continue with.
Let's imagine two different conversations.
The first one goes like this.
How was your day?
Fine.
Oh, okay.
And that's the end of the conversation.
Now listen to another version.
How was your day?
Pretty good, actually. I finished an important project, and after work I met a friend for coffee.
Immediately, the conversation becomes more interesting.
Someone could ask about the project or your friend, and the discussion continues naturally.
Many learners think they need advanced vocabulary to sound fluent.
But that's not always true.
Simple words used naturally are often much better than difficult words used incorrectly.
For example, instead of trying to describe your day with complicated adjectives, you can simply say it was busy, relaxing, stressful, exciting, peaceful, or tiring.
These words are common, useful, and easy to remember.
Let's look at a few examples together.
My day was busy because I had several meetings.
My day was relaxing because I stayed home and watched a movie.
My day was stressful because there was a problem at work.
My day was exciting because I received some good news.
Notice that each sentence gives a reason.
That's another helpful tip. After describing your day, explain why you feel that way.
You don't need a long story.
Just one extra sentence is often enough.
Another common question people ask is, "What did you do today?"
This question gives you a chance to tell a short story about your day.
You can answer in the order things happened.
For example, this morning I went to work, then I had lunch with my coworkers, and in the evening I exercised before dinner.
The words first, then, after that, later, and finally are very useful because they organize your ideas clearly.
They also help the listener follow your story without getting confused.
When I first started learning another language, I often forgot these connecting words.
Really? What happened?
I knew many individual sentences, but they felt disconnected.
That's very common.
Once I started using simple connectors, my conversations sounded much smoother.
That's a great reminder that fluency isn't only about vocabulary, it's also about connecting your ideas naturally.
Now, let's imagine we're meeting after work and catching up for the first time this week.
Sounds good. I'll start by asking the question everyone hears almost every day.
Go ahead. All right, I'm ready.
So, Dina, how was your day today?
It was actually a very satisfying day. I had quite a few things to do, but everything went according to plan.
That's always a nice feeling. What was the first thing you did this morning?
I woke up a little earlier than usual because I wanted a quiet start to the day. I made a cup of coffee, checked my schedule, and spent a few minutes planning everything.
I like doing that too. When I know what I need to do, I feel much calmer.
Exactly. A simple plan can make a busy day feel much easier.
What happened after that?
I started working on some English lessons. I wanted to improve a few examples before recording them.
Did everything go smoothly?
Mostly yes, although I changed my mind several times because I wanted the explanations to be clear and natural.
I think many teachers understand that feeling. Sometimes you spend 10 minutes explaining one sentence because you want it to be perfect.
That's very true. Sometimes the shortest explanation takes the longest time to prepare.
After working, did you take a break?
Yes, around lunchtime, I stopped for a while, prepared something simple to eat, and stepped away from my computer.
That's important because working for hours without a break can be exhausting.
Definitely. Even 15 or 20 minutes can help you feel refreshed.
Then what happened?
In the afternoon, I answered messages, organized a few documents, and prepared ideas for future podcast episodes.
That sounds productive.
It was. By the evening, I felt tired, but I also felt happy because I had finished everything on my list.
I noticed you used several useful expressions there.
Really? Which ones?
You said, according to plan, stepped away from my computer, and finished everything on my list. Those are expressions people use quite often.
That's true, and they're easy to remember because they describe everyday situations.
Now let me answer the same question.
Great. Tom, how was your day?
My day was a little unpredictable.
Oh, that sounds interesting already.
I planned to finish work early, but unexpected tasks appeared throughout the afternoon.
I think almost everyone has experienced that.
Yes, every time I completed one task, another one appeared.
Did that make you feel stressed?
A little, but I tried not to panic. Instead, I focused on completing one thing at a time.
That's a smart approach.
By doing that, I stayed organized instead of feeling overwhelmed.
That's another useful word, overwhelmed.
Exactly. If you feel overwhelmed, you feel like you have too many things to do at once.
Many English learners hear that word in movies, podcasts, and daily conversations.
Here's another useful sentence. I felt overwhelmed, so I took a short break before continuing.
That's a very natural example.
Fortunately, my evening became much more relaxing.
What did you do?
I went for a walk around my neighborhood while listening to music.
That sounds peaceful.
It really helped me clear my mind after a busy afternoon.
Clear my mind is another excellent expression.
It means helping yourself stop thinking about stress or problems for a while.
Let's teach our listeners another useful idea.
Good idea.
Sometimes people ask, what kept you busy today?
This question is similar to asking what you spent most of your time doing.
For example, someone could answer, work kept me busy today.
Or preparing for an exam kept me busy all week.
You could also say, housework kept me busy this morning.
That's a phrase you'll hear very often.
Another common expression is, I had a lot on my plate.
That doesn't mean your plate was full of food.
No, it's an idiom that means you had many responsibilities or tasks.
For example, I couldn't join you because I had a lot on my plate.
Here's another one. The day flew by.
I love that expression.
It means time passed very quickly.
You could say, I was so busy that the day flew by.
Or, we were having such a good conversation that the afternoon flew by.
Now, let's compare two different answers.
The first answer is, I worked all day.
That's correct, but it's quite short.
Now listen to this version.
I worked most of the day, finished a difficult project, talked with my team, and finally relaxed at home.
Notice how much more interesting that sounds. You don't need difficult grammar. You simply add a few details.
Another useful habit is talking about how you felt during the day, not only what you did.
That's true, because conversations are about experiences, not just activities.
For example, you could say, I felt nervous before my meeting, but afterward I felt much more confident.
Or, I was tired in the afternoon, so I made a cup of coffee before finishing my work.
Feelings help people understand your story better.
They also make your English sound more natural because native speakers often describe both events and emotions.
Here's a question for everyone listening.
Think about your own day.
Can you describe it using 3 adjectives?
Maybe your day was busy, enjoyable, and productive.
Or perhaps it was stressful, exciting, and unforgettable.
After choosing 3 adjectives, try adding one sentence that explains each one.
That's a simple speaking exercise you can practice every evening.
In fact, many language learners improve by talking to themselves for just a few minutes every day.
You don't need a conversation partner every single time.
Speaking out loud helps your brain organize English more naturally.
Sometimes you might even notice words that you don't know yet.
And that's wonderful because it shows you exactly what vocabulary you should learn next.
So instead of trying to memorize hundreds of random words, learn the words you actually need to describe your own life.
Because when the vocabulary is personal, it's much easier to remember and use naturally.
Now, speaking of real life, let's continue our conversation by looking at different kinds of days that people experience, because not every day feels the same.
As we were saying, not every day is the same, and that's exactly what makes conversations interesting.
That's right. Some days are exciting, while others are completely ordinary.
And surprisingly, ordinary days can still become great conversations if you know how to describe them.
Let's imagine someone asks you, "What kind of day did you have?"
You could answer, "It was a slow day. Nothing unusual happened, but I finally had time to organize my room and read a few chapters of my book."
That's much more interesting than simply saying nothing happened.
Exactly. Even quiet days have small moments worth talking about.
Here's another example.
My day didn't start very well because I overslept.
But then you could continue by saying, "Fortunately, everything became easier after I arrived at work."
That word, fortunately, is very useful when your situation improves.
And if something bad happens, you could begin with, "Unfortunately."
For example, unfortunately, I missed my bus this morning.
Then you can continue with, "Luckily, another bus arrived a few minutes later."
Notice how those words help organize your story?
They also make your English sound more natural and connected.
Let's review some vocabulary from today's episode.
The first word is productive.
Productive means you completed useful work or achieved something important.
Example, I had a productive afternoon because I finished 2 important tasks.
The next word is relaxing.
A relaxing day helps you feel calm and comfortable.
Example, Sunday was relaxing because I stayed home and listened to music.
Another useful adjective is stressful.
A stressful day includes pressure, problems, or difficult situations.
Example, yesterday was stressful because several things went wrong.
We also learned the word overwhelming.
If something feels overwhelming, it feels like too much to handle.
Example, preparing for 3 exams at the same time felt overwhelming.
Another useful expression is clear my mind.
That means helping yourself relax and stop thinking about worries.
You might say, I went for a walk to clear my mind.
We also used the expression, the day flew by.
That simply means time passed very quickly.
Here's another expression you can use in everyday conversations. I got a lot done.
It means you completed many tasks.
Example, I got a lot done this morning, so I felt very satisfied.
Now let's practice putting everything together.
Imagine your friend asks, how was your day?
You could answer like this.
It was pretty busy. I had several meetings in the morning, answered a lot of emails in the afternoon, and later I met my sister for dinner. I was tired by the evening, but overall it was a good day.
That's a complete, natural answer using simple English.
Remember that conversations don't need to be perfect.
They only need to be clear, honest, and friendly.
If you forget a word, don't stop speaking.
Try explaining your idea using other words you already know.
That is something fluent speakers do all the time.
Fluency doesn't mean knowing every word.
It means continuing the conversation with confidence.
Here's a simple exercise you can try after this episode.
Every evening, spend 2 or 3 minutes talking about your day in English.
You can speak to yourself, record your voice, or practice with a friend.
Start by answering 3 questions.
What did I do today?
How did I feel today?
What was the best part of my day?
If you answer these questions every day, you'll quickly become more comfortable speaking English.
You'll also notice that the same useful vocabulary appears again and again.
Repetition is one of the best ways to improve naturally.
Don't worry about sounding perfect from the beginning.
Every conversation helps you become a little more confident than the day before.
Before we finish, we'd like to give you one small challenge.
After this episode ends, describe your day using at least 5 complete sentences.
Then try adding one feeling and one interesting detail.
It could be something funny, surprising, relaxing, or even a small problem you solved.
Those little details make conversations memorable.
If you'd like to practice writing, leave a comment below.
Tell us your name, where you're from, and describe your day in English.
Don't worry about making mistakes.
Every mistake is another opportunity to learn something new.
We truly enjoy reading your comments and seeing learners from all around the world supporting each other.
Thank you for spending part of your day with us.
We hope today's conversation gives you more confidence the next time someone asks, "How was your day?"
Remember, you don't need perfect English to have meaningful conversations.
Just keep listening, keep speaking, and keep practicing a little every day.
Thanks for joining us here on Ms. Dina English.
Take care, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next episode.